If you're watching this right now, then there are two possible scenarios. First is that you just started summer. Now, second is that you're already halfway through summer. Now, here's some good news and some bad news. Some good news is that you can still change even though if you have 2 weeks left in your summer break. Now, the bad news is that this video is more fitted on people who just started summer. But you can still use the advice that I'm going to give you today, alright? And now I'm willing to bet on my left testicle that you, after this video, you will be a completely new, different person after summer ends. Alright? So take out a crusty bond paper or just any sort of paper, even a tissue paper. Take out a paper and take out also a dirty pen and take notes on what I'm about to actually say. Alright? Don't just sit around and listen. Actually take notes so that you remember this. Alright, with that out of the way, the first step is to get on NoFap. Yeah. This is the first step. Alright? And like you could get off this video right now. Like that's all you need to know. Like this first step, getting on NoFap, will literally change your life. For the people who don't know what NoFap is abstaining from releasing, like going to the hub and then like that. That's NoFap. It's basically retaining your life source, your seed. Oh yeah. This is a bit of a taboo topic, so if you can't handle that stuff, then get the heck out of here. But it might just be placebo, okay? Like the effects. But I remember fully that I went on a NoFap streak and lasted 365 days and went even beyond that. I went beyond 365 days. And you know what happened? I gained more confidence. I was able to talk to people more. And I was no longer a classified introvert. I was more of a extrovert. Like people would come to me and say, "Hey, you're so like charismatic," and I would be like, "What? Are you sure you're talking to the same person? Like, are you saying like me charismatic? Like, how? Doesn't make sense." It all started when I went into NoFap. Oh yeah, semen retention. Don't release because it's your life source. Like that seed can literally create another life. It's sad because most people right now, they normalized it, alright? They normalized like releasing, even though it shouldn't. Like, do you think like your ancestors back then released every single minute? Like they released 6 times a day? No. And I can't provide any evidence for that, but it just makes sense, right? They're literally trying to survive from dinosaurs or something like that, like there's triceratops. And then they're out there like stroking it like that. Like that doesn't make sense. And right now in the modern world, we're basically, especially with the culture right now, like sexual innuendos are basically everywhere. Every time you go scroll, there's a 70% chance that you will see a butt cheek. And so what happens? Your urges come up, right? They act up, and adding to that, the normalizing of like stroking your meat, like of course you're gonna be more inclined to, well, pleasure yourself. But yeah, society has made it, normal. Like some people will say, "Hey man, I do it 2 times a day. I do it 3 times a day." Releasing. And sometimes they feel proud of it. Like, the gooning culture. I'm sure you've heard it as well. Like gooners. It's like people keep posting memes about it. And it's become super normalized now. And what they don't know is that every time you release, you lose more energy. And it feels like a part of your brain also gets departured. Like it feels like every time you release your brain matter also comes with it. It's just it's so addicting, right? If you're asking like my side on it, yes, I've been abstaining from it for quite a while now. And the thing is, the only thing I did wrong back then is that I was super preoccupied about the streak, right? I was always thinking, "Oh my god, I'm finally in 180 days. Oh my god, I'm the best." The bad thing about that is that you're more likely to fail, alright? You're more likely to relapse. This is because you're fixated on the numbers. Here's a quote from a very wise man. "Don't count the days, but make the days count." Now, let me repeat that. Don't count the days, but instead make the days count. Now, what does that mean in mathematical terms? Basically, 2 plus 2 equals 4 to 5. Alright, this is the first step. Let me not ramble too much because there are other 2 steps. Now, you could just click off this video right now. Like, that's all you basically need to do. That's like the foundational, that's like the ground, you know, like that's the ground. And then the other things basically build upon that. Because if you don't do step 1, then you're not gonna have the energy, boy. Right? You're not gonna have the energy to do step 2. Okay? Which is to work out. Get in shape. If you know, like, if you're like stroking your meat like that, like you won't have any energy to work out. You've already experienced this, especially if you work out like after you release, like there's some urge right there, like you had to release like earlier in the morning, and then in the afternoon you had to work out. Oh, you're gonna feel sluggish, boy. You're not gonna have any energy. You're not like you used to do 12 push-ups. After you release, you're gonna only do like 2. That's just the thing. You lose more energy. And so if you lose energy, you can't maximize your goals, your gains. Step 1 is the way to go. Let's talk about step 2 some more. So working out. You have no idea how that thing actually boosts your confidence, right? And now I have a physique of a African male who doesn't work out. The main thing about working out is that it builds discipline. And that discipline can be incorporated into other parts of your life. Let's say for coding, if you're already disciplined in working out, like you have a schedule and you're on time every single day, then adding another hobby or another skill will be automatic, right? Because you already built the skill, the foundational skill, and that is discipline. Because discipline is a skill. Oh yeah, I bet you didn't know that before. Like, you thought discipline was like a one-time thing. Like, it was like a subscription or something like that. Discipline is a skill. You can learn it. Bonus information: if you're going on NoFap right now, you're literally building the skill of discipline. All right, you're abstaining. You're fighting the urge to go on the hub. If you're doing step 1, then you're literally building discipline, and then the rest will follow. And so, yeah, working out, it's the best thing you could ever do. It's the best thing you could invest. Like, it's a long-term investment. If you don't want to have any knee pain, back pain, neck pain, anterior deltoids pain, then working out is the way to go. Now, the last and final tip is to read books. I cannot stress this enough. Like, it can only go like 2 possible ways. You find out more about yourself, or you find out more about how the world works. And I'm not talking about like, Wattpad or anything like that. I'm talking about official books. Because why? Well, official books basically went through more processes and has more, I guess, barriers to become a full book. Like, they'd have to proofread all of that and like check for grammars and check if their research is actually valid. Basically, there's a lot of processes in official books, right? Now, what do you do with books? Take out a dead tree, open it, and look at the words. Look at the text. Observe. What do you see? Words. Letters. Look at the apostrophe. Look at the question mark. What does it mean? Right? What does it mean? What is the author trying to portray here? Look at the words and observe. Right? This dead tree is low-key oppressive. Alright? You can go ahead and search it in Google. Take out a dead tree and then look at the words. And then apply it throughout your life. Instead of scrolling through TikTok for pastime, read a book. Those are the 3 steps, and basically those will literally change your summer. You can obviously do more, like you can add a skill that can make money. These are just foundational, okay? If you have these 3, you're bound to become a different person. If you like this video, then I'm sure you also like this one. It's the best video on YouTube. Your grandma will love it. Also, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment, okay? Because some people forget that. And so I just want to emphasize that before I end this video. With that being said, stay weird, stay wonderful, because it's your boy, FET, signing out.